Eloquent English. Unlock the power of fluent English.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to The Eloquent English, the English podcast where learning meets life's journey. Unlock your potential one episode at a time. We're happy to have you with us again.
That's right, Helen. And today we're digging into something close to everyone's heart: food. More specifically, we're asking the question, you are what you eat, so what are you?
Intriguing, right? Food isn't just fuel for the body, it's an expression of who we are. Think about it. Are you a kale and quinoa type or a burger and fries lover? What you eat says a lot about your culture, personality, and even your values.
Absolutely. When I think of food, I think of Sunday mornings with pancakes piled high, topped with syrup. It's not just about the taste, it's about the memories.
Carl, you're making me hungry. But seriously, food can be such a powerful marker of identity. Just imagine walking into someone's kitchen, whether you see spices from every corner of the world or instant noodles stacked high. It paints a picture of who they are.
You're right. And let's not forget how food reflects culture. Take Italian cuisine, for example. It's not just pasta and pizza, it's a lifestyle of family gatherings and slow, hearty meals. Or think of Japanese sushi, a reflection of precision and artistry.
So true. Even within one culture, food can reveal so much. A person who enjoys fine dining might see food as an art form, while someone who loves backyard barbecues might prioritize comfort and community.
And don't forget the global foodie trends. Avocado toast, anyone? It's practically a personality type.
Oh, don't get me started. But on a deeper level, food is also about survival and adaptation. People eat what's available in their environment. Over time, this availability turns into tradition, and tradition turns into identity.
And yet, our identity is always evolving, just like our diets. Who we are today might be a little different from who we were last year or even last week.
Exactly. And as we dive deeper into this episode, we'll uncover how food shapes not just our bodies, but our habits, emotions, and even our connection to the planet.
I'm Carl.
And I'm Helen. This episode is going to leave you hungry for thought. So let's talk about habits, Carl. Ever thought about how your daily food choices are like little rituals shaping your entire day?
Oh, absolutely. Take coffee, for example. For millions of people, that morning cup isn't just a drink, it's a moment of clarity, a signal to the brain, hey, it's go time.
Exactly. But it's not just coffee. Think of the countless habits tied to food. Some people can't start their day without breakfast, while others skip it altogether. It's fascinating how those choices become part of our identity.
And they have real consequences. A habit of grabbing fast food every night might save time, but it often leads to feeling sluggish or even health problems. On the flip side, cooking at home can bring a sense of accomplishment and control over what's going into your body.
That's so true, and the science backs it up. Our eating patterns affect not just our physical health, but also our mental well-being. For instance, eating balanced meals can stabilize mood and improve focus. Ever tried working on an empty stomach?
Ah, yes. That's a recipe for disaster. But Helen, why do you think people get stuck in bad food habits?
Well, let's face it, life is busy, and bad habits are often the easiest ones to fall into. Processed snacks are quick, cheap, and everywhere. Plus, we're constantly bombarded with advertisements for sugary drinks and greasy meals.
It's so true. And let's not underestimate how habits are tied to emotions. Ever had a stressful day and found yourself reaching for chips or chocolate?
Oh, definitely. Comfort food is a real thing. But the good news is, habits can be changed. It's all about small, manageable steps. For instance, swapping soda for water or adding one more vegetable to your dinner plate.
And the ripple effect is incredible. When you make one positive change, it often leads to another. Suddenly, you're not just eating better, you're sleeping better, moving more, and feeling sharper.
It's like a domino effect, Carl. Food is such a simple thing, yet it holds the power to transform our entire lifestyle.
So true. And here's a tip for anyone listening. Start small. Habits don't change overnight, but with consistency, they become second nature.
And once you start building good habits, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. Food isn't just fuel, it's the foundation of a happy, healthy life.
Now, Helen, let's tackle one of my favorite topics, nutritional myths. I feel like every time I open social media, someone's telling me what not to eat.
Oh, same here, Carl. And the amount of misinformation is mind-blowing. One day, carbs are the enemy. The next, fat is public enemy number one. So what's the truth?
Well, let's start with the classic, carbs make you fat. This one drives me crazy. Carbs are energy. They're in fruits, veggies, and grains. The real issue isn't carbs, it's overloading on processed junk.
Exactly. And then there's the myth that fat is bad. People hear the word fat and think, no way, I'm staying far away. But healthy fats, like those in avocados, nuts, and olive oil, are essential for brain function and overall health.
And what about protein? Everyone seems to think you need to eat endless amounts of it to build muscle. Sure, protein is important, but you don't need to down a dozen eggs every day to stay fit.
Right. Moderation is key, but moderation doesn't sell products. That's why so many myths get blown out of proportion.
Speaking of which, what about superfoods? Every year there's a new magic ingredient. Chia seeds, kale, acai berries. Are they great? Sure, but no single food is a magic bullet.
Oh, Carl, you're so right. Instead of chasing trends, people should focus on eating a variety of whole foods. A colorful plate is often the best indicator of a balanced diet.
Absolutely. But let's talk about something we've all heard. Eating after 8 p.m. makes you gain weight. This one's funny because it's not about the time, it's about how much you're eating overall.
And let's not forget the detox myth. People swear by juice cleanses to quote-unquote reset their body. But guess what? Your liver and kidneys are your body's natural detox machines. You don't need expensive juices to stay healthy.
That's such a great point, Helen. The problem is these myths can make people afraid of food when food should be enjoyable.
Exactly. Food is meant to nourish and bring joy. So let's debunk one more myth, that healthy eating is too expensive. In reality, basic staples like beans, rice, and seasonal vegetables are affordable and nutritious.
At the end of the day, we need to keep it simple. Eat a variety of foods, listen to your body, and don't let myths scare you away from enjoying a good meal.
Let's dive into something a little more personal, our emotions and how they're tied to food. Carl, have you ever had a meal that felt like pure comfort on a rough day?
Oh, definitely. For me, it's mac and cheese. Something about that warm, creamy goodness just takes me back to simpler times. What about you, Helen?
For me, it's a big bowl of pho. It's like a hug in a bowl, warm, fragrant, and full of love. Food has this incredible way of soothing us, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's like food becomes a friend when we need it most. But here's the thing, it's not just about taste. The memories and emotions tied to food play such a big role.
That's so true. Think about how we celebrate with food. Birthdays mean cake, holidays bring feasts, and even small wins call for a treat. Food isn't just nourishment, it's celebration, tradition, and comfort all rolled into one.
And then there's the flip side, stress eating. We've all been there, right? A rough day leads to a tub of ice cream or a bag of chips. It's like we're trying to fill an emotional gap with food.
Exactly. And while it's okay to indulge now and then, it's important to recognize when emotional eating becomes a habit. Otherwise, it can lead to a cycle of guilt and overindulgence.
So true. But let's not forget the happy side of food and emotions. Cooking for someone can be an act of love, and sharing a meal can bring people closer together.
Oh, definitely. I think some of the best conversations I've had were over a good meal. Food has this way of breaking down barriers and creating connections.
And then there's the nostalgic power of food. One bite of a childhood favorite can transport you back in time. It's like a time machine for your taste buds.
That's a perfect way to put it, Carl. Food is more than just fuel. It's emotional. It comforts us, connects us, and sometimes it even heals us.
And the more we understand that, the more mindful we can be about the role food plays in our lives. After all, food isn't just what we eat,
It's how we feel. Helen, we've talked about food and identity, habits, myths, and emotions. Now let's take a trip around the world and explore the global plate.
Oh, I love this part. Food is like a passport. Every dish tells a story about the culture it comes from. Take Indian curries, for example. So rich with spices, each bite feels like a symphony of flavors.
That's so true. And then you have something like sushi, which is all about simplicity and precision. Every slice of fish, every grain of rice, it's like edible art.
Exactly. And let's not forget street food. From Mexico's tacos to Thailand's pad thai, street food captures the heart and soul of a place. It's quick, it's flavorful, and it's made with love.
Oh, and don't get me started on Italian food. There's nothing like biting into a perfectly cooked pasta dish or a slice of wood-fired pizza. It's comfort food, but also an art form.
You know what's amazing, Carl? Food has this incredible way of connecting people. You don't need to speak the same language to share a meal and understand its meaning.
That's so true, Helen. And as we try foods from different cultures, we learn about their values and way of life. Like how Mediterranean cuisine emphasizes fresh, simple ingredients and a slower pace of eating.
Or how Korean food, with its endless side dishes, reflects a culture of sharing and hospitality. It's not just about eating, it's about community.
And let's not forget fusion cuisine. It's like a celebration of how interconnected the world has become. Tacos with a Korean twist or sushi rolls with mango. Those are delicious results of cultures blending together.
Yes, food evolves just like people, but at the same time, it holds on to its roots. Even as chefs experiment, they're paying tribute to traditional flavors and techniques.
It's incredible how food can teach us so much about history, too. Think about the spice trade and how it shaped global cuisines, or how colonization brought ingredients like tomatoes to Europe and chilies to Asia.
And yet, food continues to evolve, reflecting the creativity and resilience of people everywhere. It's like a global story that's always being written.
So, the next time you sit down to eat something new, take a moment to appreciate the journey it took to get to your plate. It's not just food, it's a cultural experience.
All right, Carl, let's shift gears and talk about something serious. Food sustainability. It's a big topic, but so important.
Absolutely, Helen. The way we produce and consume food has a huge impact on the planet. From deforestation to greenhouse gas emissions, our eating habits are more connected to the environment than most people realize.
Right. For example, meat production is a major contributor to carbon emissions and water usage. But it's not just meat. Overfishing, food waste, and intensive farming also take a toll.
And food waste is a big one. Did you know that about 1/3 of all food produced globally goes to waste? That's shocking when you think about the millions of people who go hungry every day.
It really is. But the good news is small changes can make a big difference. For example, eating more plant-based meals can reduce your carbon footprint, even if it's just once a week.
Exactly. Ever heard of meatless Mondays? It's a simple idea. Skip meat for one day and enjoy the benefits for your health and the planet.
Another great tip is to buy local and seasonal produce. Not only does it support local farmers, but it also reduces the carbon emissions associated with transporting food over long distances.
And let's talk about leftovers. So many people throw away perfectly good food because they're not sure what to do with it. But with a little creativity, yesterday's dinner can become today's lunch.
That's such a good point, Carl. Planning meals and buying only what you need can also help reduce waste. Plus, it saves money. Win-win.
And for those who want to take it a step further, growing your own food is an amazing option. Even if it's just a small herb garden, it's a great way to connect with what you eat.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about ethical sourcing. Choosing products that are fair trade or sustainably certified ensures that the people producing our food are treated fairly and that the environment is respected.
At the end of the day, sustainable eating isn't about being perfect. It's about making thoughtful choices when we can. If everyone does a little, it adds up to a lot.
So true, Carl. Our food choices aren't just about us. They're about the planet, future generations, and the legacy we leave behind. So, Carl, let's bring this all together. If food is such a big part of who we are, how do we create a better relationship with it?
I think it starts with mindfulness, Helen. So many of us eat on autopilot, grabbing snacks while scrolling on our phones or rushing through meals without a second thought.
That's a great point. Mindful eating isn't about perfection, it's about being present. Taking the time to really taste and enjoy your food can change your whole experience.
And it's not just about enjoying the food, it's about listening to your body. When you slow down, you can tell when you're truly hungry or full. It's amazing how often we eat out of boredom or habit instead of need.
Oh, absolutely. And let's not forget about variety. Trying new foods and cooking methods can keep things exciting and help you discover what works best for your body.
Speaking of variety, let's talk about balance. People often think eating healthy means cutting out their favorite foods completely, but balance means there's room for everything. Yes, even dessert.
Yes, food shouldn't feel like a punishment. It's about fueling your body while still enjoying life. And honestly, when you start focusing on whole, nutritious foods, your cravings for overly processed stuff tend to fade naturally.
That's so true, Helen. Another tip is to make food a shared experience whenever possible. Cooking with loved ones or sitting down for a meal together can make eating more meaningful.
And it's so much fun, too. Food is one of life's simplest joys, and sharing it can create memories that last a lifetime.
Let's not forget the power of planning either. A little prep goes a long way in making healthier choices easier during the week.
Exactly. It's all about setting yourself up for success, one small step at a time. Changing your relationship with food isn't a sprint, it's a lifelong journey.
And every step counts, whether it's choosing water over soda, adding a vegetable to your plate, or simply sitting down to enjoy your meal. Those little changes add up over time.
So, to everyone listening, remember this. You are what you eat, and food is a reflection of how you care for yourself. Make it count and make it joyful. Vocabulary list. Ritual. Noun. A repeated action often tied to meaning. Drinking tea before bed is her ritual. Nourish. Verb. To provide what is needed for health. Fruits nourish the body with vitamins. Indulgence. Noun. Treating oneself to something enjoyable. Chocolate is her favorite indulgence. Precision. Noun. The quality of being exact. Cooking sushi requires precision. Emission. Noun. The act of releasing something like gas. Factories produce harmful emissions. Carbon footprint. Noun. Total greenhouse gas emissions by an entity. Reducing travel cuts your carbon footprint. Fusion. Noun. The blending of different things together. The dish is a fusion of flavors. Deforestation. Noun. Clearing forests for non-forest use. Deforestation affects wildlife habitats. Resilience. Noun. The ability to recover from difficulties. Plants show resilience in harsh climates. Sustainability. Noun. Using resources in a way that protects them for the future. Sustainability is vital for our planet. Autopilot. Noun. Doing something automatically without thought. Eating chips on autopilot is common. Craving. Noun. A strong desire for something. She had a craving for ice cream. Staple. Noun. A main or important element in something. Rice is a staple in many diets. Hospitality. Noun. The friendly and generous reception of guests. The hotel is known for its hospitality. Legacy. Noun. Something handed down from the past. Clean energy is our legacy for future generations.